everyone, it's TheBlockyBanana here, and I'm giving an updated tutorial on Fireworks. I think that the last ones that I did were not the best, because one, I was doing them live, unscripted, and I couldn't edit them, and the second reason I'm updating them is now because I'm in a much more comfortable area to record. Instead of doing it on a test server, I'm doing it on my EuroMagic plot. If you want to come and check out what's going on here, there'll be some information in the description for you. Another reason I'm redoing these is because I've actually changed the packages around. I felt like some packages had way too much, other packages had way too less, so I've actually changed the packages around. So today I'm going to be covering the simple package, which is very similar to the old one. It contains a colour, one and multiple, which we're going to go over today. Sorry. It's going to go over the shape, which is a big ball or a small ball. It's going over to whether the centre of the firework is going to be filled in or not. That's all learning in the simple package. It's very useful. It's very small, very easy to learn, and can add just a bit of splash of colour or a boom of colour to your build. So today we're going to start by just making a rocket. If you played Survival Minecraft and used Elytra before, you might have crafted rockets before. It's just one piece of gunpowder, one piece of paper gives you 3 rockets. It's a standard firework with flight duration 1. Isn't really useful for anything, doesn't look good at all. Doesn't look the best. So, what I'm going to be teaching you today is how to make fireworks that look better. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rocket recipe set out. So as I showed you before, this just makes a firework rocket. But that's not got anything in it, it's very boring and plain. So to add a bit of splash of colour to it, we're going to, first of all, we're going to want to craft our firework star, which needs a singular piece of gunpowder. That is all you need for the firework star. But you'll notice it won't craft straight away. That's because we need to add properties to it. A property is something like a colour. It's not mentioned in this. It will not be covered in this video, but it's something like a colour, whether it's filled in or not, whether it's got a crackle and twinkle, what shape it is. They are all what I'm going to call properties to explain. So I'm going to be, throughout the series, I'm going to be working up to my banana work. Now, my banana work looks like this. It's one of my proudest works, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you how to make in this series. Obviously, you can adapt it to make your own. You're not just making a banana work in the series. You can take this to your own extent and take whatever you like with your creativity. So the first thing I'm going to start with, in the banana work, we have a base layer. Now that base layer is yellow and brown. I'm going to demonstrate with only yellow for today. You see, if we pop this in here, it makes a firework star. So just to show you again, if you, and in fact it's not just in any format like I did there, you could have it here, here, you could have it here, here, you could have it here, here. It's shapeless crafting, basically. It doesn't matter where you put it, it will craft the same item. So that's my mock crafting table there. I will be using this quite a lot throughout the series. So now I've got my firework star. So if we make the rocket again, we can see it's boring. It's got nothing, it's got no colour. It's just flight duration 1, which can be useful for Elytra. Elytra. I'm British, so I call it Elytra. So if we add our firework star into the recipe, and although it doesn't matter where you put this, you will still get the same effect. It's always a good habit, and it's good to get in a habit to put it here. This will help later on in the series. So you can see here we've got a firework star, and it's a small ball, which is by default. And it's got yellow into it, so it'll be a yellow small ball. And you can see if we add that into the firework, into the crafting recipe, it comes up as flight duration 1, small ball, yellow. This is what we want, this has colour. So you can see if we launch this here, it just gives off a very nice small ball. I'm going to change it to night quickly. And bam, it's now night time. So you can see this better now. It's all yellow. But it's not very big. It's quite small. That's because it's a small ball. The next thing I'm going to cover, well, in fact, you've just learned 2 properties to a firework. Congratulations, you've just learned 2 things about fireworks. In fact, you've learned 3 things. Right, I've already known these, but you have learned 3 things today. You have learned how to make a firework rocket, which is a gunpowder paper that makes a firework rocket. You've learned how to craft a star, which is gunpowder. All stars need gunpowder and yellow. So you've learned 2 properties. You've learned the small ball and the yellow. You've already learned 3 things about fireworks. You've already learned 2 properties. I'm going to teach you a 3rd property to add into your fireworks. Also, when you're laying out the stuff for your fireworks, and there's a lot here, when you're laying out the stuff for your fireworks, always add 2 gunpowder and a paper to your recipe. Or if you're not making a firework star and just making them for elytra, always get 1 gunpowder, nothing else. This is all you need for a rocket, but if you're making a firework star, get 2 gunpowder and a paper. I'm going to be demonstrating on yellow again. And as you can see here, if we add a fire charge, we can craft a new firework star. I'm putting both the yellow in here, and I'd always put it in this slot so it's ready for the crafting. And I take this out of here, I put it here. You'll notice it's now large ball. The other one was small ball, this is large ball. So a firework adds a large ball. And you can see here, this one is the small ball, very small. This is the large ball. It also has a different sound effect. Larger and has a different sound effect. Side by side. You can see that one is much bigger than the other. I'm going to place down a shulker box here, and bam, there's the shulker box. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be keeping the fireworks from this series in this box. So this will be useful for me when I'm teaching, so I can get these out and use for reference. Now, you've learnt 3 properties, I'm going to teach you a 4th. And this will actually, there's one more property after this actually. This will almost complete this episode, I'm afraid. So I'm going to get, well, I'm making 2 fireworks actually, so I'm going to get 2 lots of stuff. I'm making one a big ball and one a small ball, so I only need 1 fire charge because I'm only using it in 1 star. I'm going to use 2 yellows. This will make 2 stars, a big one, a big ball and a small ball. The next thing I'm going to teach you is how to make the firework middle filled in. So because I'm making 2 fireworks, I'm going to use 2 diamonds. So if we add a gunpowder here, in fact no, I'm going to put it here. Doesn't matter actually. I'm going to put a diamond in, the yellow in, and a fire charge in. You can see this now says yellow. It now says firework star, large ball, yellow trail. Don't worry, trail is just a fancy word for meaning the firework middle is filled in. I will show you what this looks like. It's quite exciting actually. It looks very nice. And you can see this is just a small ball version. This is large ball, and this is small ball. So I'm going to put the 2 paper here. I'm going to take the small ball and craft that. Then I'm going to take the large ball and craft that. And as you can see, the firework middles are now filled in. So if you can't tell what the difference is from there, I mean it is quite obvious, but just in case you can't, this is the small ball, no filled in, big ball, no filled in, small ball filled in, big ball filled in. So I'm just going to do a comparison with the big ball quickly. You can see the I'm going to do that. You can see the massive difference there. So the next thing that we're going to do is actually we're going to learn how to mix colours. Now there's a very interesting thing in here. What we can do is mix two colours together. For the sake of showing you, I'm going to use a large ball and I'm going to add trail to it so it's easier to see. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is craft the firework star. Now you see, if we add yellow into here, we can see that it's yellow trail. If we add the brown dye into here, you can see that actually the firework star turns brown. It says brown trail. But if we add them both, you can see that it says brown yellow, and it's the firework star actually turns a different colour depending on what colours you have in here. It also mixes the two colours, which is really cool. So you can see this is now yellow brown trail. I'm going to put this in here. I'm also going to get a firework for comparison from out of here. This one. So you can see this is just the yellow one. And this is the one with yellow and brown. So you can see it's actually mixed the colours kind of randomly. I think that is a really cool feature. And I want to say that there is no limit to this. Basically, as many... if I just do this... Okay, so I've got a lot of things here. I'm just going to show to you that there is no limit. There is a limit, actually, of how many of these you can cram in here. The limit here of what the game allows is how many you can cram into a crafting table. Like, we can't have this magenta dye here because the crafting table is full. But if we take these out, we can easily add the magenta dye. Quite easily. So I'm just showing you that there is no limit. That's it for the tutorial. If you'd like to come and check out the plot, there'll be some information down in the description. It's mainly firework related, but there is some other stuff not related to fireworks there that I've just got here for personal use. So yeah, if you want to come and check out the plot, there'll be some instructions down here. But you can come in the tree home, feel free to have a look around. You can see where I record. So yeah, information in the description. And all I'm going to say is, from me, what you've learnt so far, I hope you enjoy and happy crafting. See you in class next time.